Very simple, but yet really, no, really complicated. Like, I think these are okay. Let me explain it to you. Suppose when you have x divided by x times x, or sorry, not x times x, or you have x plus x divided by x. Now, how do you divide x plus x? Okay, let's forget about this thing. Let's just forget about this. Suppose you have x divided by 2x. Now, how do we... Now, when you have this, many people just cancels out the x and leave with 1 by 2, as in front of x there is always 1. Look, in front of every single variable, every single number, there is 1 multiplied with it. It's a very common sense. Okay. No, common sense won't really work here. Let's much more do it in a much more, what you're gonna say, much more what it actually means. So when you have x divided by 2x, it's essentially writing as x by x plus x. Now you may wonder why I gave the brackets. I gave the brackets because x plus x was simplified to 2x first, then divided. Okay, that's why I used the brackets. Now it's equals to... Now you may ask, how may we fundamentally divide from a until we make the denominator uh, whole like the bottom part a whole number, because a bottom in division, it's a common simplification rule that a bottom number can't be a sum, can't be a multiplication, division, subtraction, a root, or a power. A very simplification rule, or it isn't mathematically valid, but a rule is that the bottom part of a fraction, or the part of the fraction that is in the bottom, the denominator, I guess. No, it's not called denominator. Yeah, it's a denominator, I guess. I little bit forgot. It's shameful, but still a little bit messed up it. So if the denominator is a, or the bottom part, let's just take it, the bottom part is a sum, we always have to make it into a whole number. Okay. Now you may ask how we can get x divided by x equals to 1 by x divided by 2x equals to 1. Now we got this. Now listen. What we can do is just x divided by... Look, from this expression we can take x common or factor out the x. Now I get x times 1 plus 1. Look, now I get x times 2. You can essentially say that's what it was already. Then why this much complication? But I'm just letting you understand it fundamentally, how it was actually done. X by 2 times, sorry, not it's actually it's x times 1 plus 1. Now look, we always have to take common. What we did here is we just turned the bottom part into a such way, by we turned it into a multiplication so that it can be cancelled out. Okay, we just factor out the x out of it, or we just took common the x from this expression, as x could be taken common, and we just saw the pattern. X could be taken common and can be cancelled. That's what it was done when x was divided by 2x. So this x and this x cancels out, leaving you with 1 by 1 plus 1, which is just 1 by 2. So yeah, was a very simple computation, but after learning a lot of logics and these things are really just hurting my brain right now. Okay, so yeah, goodbye.